That's that time. It's Danganronpa 2. Let me check out this trial. And I hope it's remotely better than trials past. Well, this first trial wasn't that bad. The mystery around it was pretty interesting. The trial itself was kind of eh. I remember last trial was pretty frustrating, and no, wasn't a massive fan of it. And in general, I wasn't a fan of the story surrounding it, and so I hope this is decent. Just discovered the body. I'm pretty sure it's what's her face? Ibuki? Is that her name? Ibuki, yeah. Hey, don't worry. Who do you think I am? No matter the trap, it is mere child's play compared to me. I shall destroy any and all traps. What do you have to say for yourself? But is it really true? You know, just saying, that's horrifying.
You fiend.
You seriously are a loud one. Your presence alone ruins tense situations. My presence ruins tense situations? That sounds like an important problem. How long have I been making that mistake? Ever since your character was formed! That goes for you too!
Good
You
instinct.
certainly talk big now. These guys get along? I hope not. Because Gundam is incredible, and if she... I cannot stand the voice acting for her. I don't know who the voice actor is. I've heard her before. I probably wouldn't recognize. Hajime. Mikan, why are you here? Perfect timing. Please help us, Hajime. Help us? Oh, Hajime, something's coming from over there. Hajime and Chiaki? What are you guys doing here? Buyuhiko, why are you here too?
No
Isn't
shit.
it obvious? I'm looking for Ibuki. Looking for Ibuki? I was planning to rest in the on-call room, but I wanted to check in every room before I did that. And Ibuki's missing from the hospital all of a sudden. Huh? So Hajime was saying earlier. Everyone, let's hurry.
Huh?
Hurry where? The music venue. Don't ask, just follow me. Music venue? Is Ibuki gonna be there? I don't know where the music venue is, so I'll just wander. Very slowly. Weird. Gonna be? No idea. Is this it? No, it's the theater. That's a Monami. Full hope meter. Maybe the form changes depending on the amount of hope you give it. I don't know if you actually get anything for doing that. I just did for curiosity. Apparently I went the exact wrong direction. Music, we knew it's gonna be there. Just follow me already. I mean, I think he beat you there. Just saying. Alright, we're gonna do the whole thing now? No, we have to walk indoors. My wound hasn't completely healed. Don't make me run too much. Man, I was taking my time. I don't know, you're talking about spooky inside here? Nobody knows. Go inside and confirm if that hanged body is really spooky. I have a bad feeling about this. Clench my teeth and reach my hand toward the door. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? Why is it locked? That doesn't make sense. I was able to go here just a few minutes ago. Why don't we try from another entrance?
Nope.
This is the only entrance. There's even a window. Why is it locked? I don't understand it myself, but if we won't open, the only thing we do is force our way through. I don't think that's going to be possible. Doesn't matter if you can do it or not. Try.
Damn right.
The door moved.
Yep.
Let's go.
Alright. There it goes. It's like a live performance that just ended. A moment of silence just before the audience breaks out in thunderous applause. A few minutes after that silence, a scream surfaced. Whoa! Why is she in here? Whoa! Oh, man. There wasn't just a hanged body. There's also another body, a suspended body belonging to Hiyoko. Alright, placing my bets now. I think Mikan did it. I can't see anyone else being able to do it. Fuyuhiko has absolutely no reason to. Plus, Mikan had beef with, Hiyoko? Is that her name? And other reasons.
A body has been discovered!
It's always funny.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed...
Yeah, sure. After all the evidence has been collected, you mean?
A body has been...
Oh, yeah, it's playing it twice. I didn't think about that. Is this the first official double kill? I can't remember. That's an interesting twist, but... That means the murder, or at least the displaying of Hiyoko did not happen until after... The displaying of Hiyoko did not happen until after. So, it is extremely unlikely that it's Fuyuhiko. It is impossible that it's Gundam because he was there with me. So he has an alibi. Mikan doesn't either, or at least with me. And I can't think of any other living characters. I see absolutely no reason why Nagito would do anything. Is Akane dead? No, I can't remember. But she's been locking herself up. She has no reason to commit murders. Nidai's not even here, so he couldn't have committed a murder. I don't see why Mountain Dew would commit a murder. And then so Camera Girl is dead. Bayonetta's dead. Sonya, I no idea why she would commit a murder here. Like, with the non-information I have, my instant first guess is Mikan. Hiyoko's suspended body. These bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Yoko and... Who's the other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
2 victims? When I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? Her face is so white, she must have been dead for a long time.
Yeah!
What is this? No, shut up.
Shut
Ozo.
the hell up!
This is just...
Even like that, it's just too sad.
Yes!
What about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn
Who
it!
cares? Oh, that's messed up. But why would she willingly do that? Like, that's so weird. I don't remember what her illness was. Ugh.
Damn it!
What's the matter?
I wonder why. You know, it's not like there's just... dead child back there. Nothing to worry about. You know, just your average time. They look like rubber bands. Just, how do you have time to do that many ropes in 10 minutes and be out?
Hey!
Root of all evil? You didn't tell you this about the root of all evil. You don't want trouble bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone?
Ah! Are you kidding me?
That is...
Buki and Hyoko?
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Also, some of the others who are at the hospital.
This is troubling.
Oh, he's not in his bed rest uniform anymore. It's like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn
Believe
it!
it. So she's in her normal clothes too, not in her hospital thing. Can't believe they did just a horrible thing. Akito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Oh, of course. What do you mean, of course? Are you
No
talking about the
way!
despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff's totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. That's a silly reason? And now the killing started. There's no reason to keep the motive around anymore.
What'd you say?
I'm guessing her disease was caused her to do that, but other than that, yeah, I think it's totally reasonable to cut it out.
Phew!
Let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
It's the Monokuma file!
Oh, I forgot about this.
See ya later!
Do your best to investigate.
This can...
By choice. Like last time, it doesn't mean one of us killed these 2. Then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Nothing like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll be executed. Penalty over dependence and complaints this instant. They have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? Oh, Nidai. That's right. Is he not going to participate this time? Nekomaru? Huh? A stranger crying. What happened to me? It's like lingering aspects of the despair disease.
Hey,
You okay? So he might lie sometimes.
this is bad.
Leave it to me! Alrighties!
Okay.
Damn it.
Damn
Back to
right.
you. Okay. It's that time.
Huh? Hey!
Seriously can't stand it. Why is it this hot? And check the Monokuma file. Okay. There are 2 victims in this time. Ibuki Miota and Hyoko Sayonji? Ibuki Miota's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonjo's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. Can't be suicide because someone tied her up. There's the truth bullets. Yeah, I know, you're so shy, and oh, look at me in my cat hoodie, whatever. If you kill them with clues, you'll leave, right?
So...
Maybe.
I'll definitely find out.
Maybe she got caught.
I think...
If it is Mikan, that's... I'm really leaning heavy into this, because it's the only person I have any reason to suspect right now. With my reasoning I have, because I don't have any other evidence. There's everyone. What's this? Broken machine. That's the... Oh, that's the, So the killer must have been inside when it happened. Okay, and then she... I'm gonna stop saying she because I technically don't know. So then the killer went and probably destroyed it right when it happened. So it was behind the little camera thing.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This
Kazuichi put in the music venue
must
for
be the
communication
will of
purposes.
causality.
Why's it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology's at play here? What do you mean? If they know they aren't being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of camera.
Fine.
That's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough. They hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? What was the thing I saw? I don't think you can do recordings on these. Can't believe they destroyed PSP Go like that. Cruel. Let's check out the staff-only area. It says staff only. Looks like the inside of a storage room. So if I had to bet Hiyoko was inside here. There you are. You can see your whole body in your shoes in the mirror. Easy to check how you look. Bunch of them and left over. Feels like I let us stick with some before. You're totally right, because they're on here. There's carpeting, wallpaper. Let's use storage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the shelf. It looks like wallpaper. I don't know if stickers pasted in front of this wallpaper. And the edge of this wallpaper looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Something happened to the guitar rack. The light's on. A lot of musical instruments. No guitars and drums. They don't look like they pertain to the case. Can I look at the light, maybe? Okay, no. What do you have to say for yourself? Did you come here to investigate storage room 2? I just want to confirm what you were thinking. That is, are you trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? They tipped over a stepladder on the stage. The duct tape binding Hiyoko. Probably came from the storage room. There might be other things in the storage room used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're gonna be on the killer's side, right? Oh, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
but
That's the main reason why. The case is really special, huh?
man,
Can't say for certain, though. Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm not missing anything. Alright, what do you have to say? Even I am horrified at my power of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this? You stupid fool.
collective
I can't
will
believe you haven't
of the
noticed that
world.
aberrant thing. Pitiful humans, they refuse to lift their heads up for the fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky. Does it mean there's something up there? I don't see anything. I mean, you mean this? The sticker wallpaper. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Can I look up here now? Yes. Why won't it let me? Curtain. Black curtain hanging on the far side of the stage. This curtain's not wide enough. It's not really a full-length curtain. No, originally here. It's strange that it doesn't fit properly. Strange to the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use. You're saying someone took the time to actually bring the curtain to the supermarket. Look, as far as it's probably something the killer really needed for this crime. Who knows? Maybe mystery if the answers come easy. Alright. Okay. I don't want to... He's really struggling to notice this, you know? It's kind of annoying me. So it was tied on the baton lighting. Bookie hanged herself with this rope. Oh, you're out here now. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. Despite this fact, the music venue has a storage room. There shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained for the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? It means anyone could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. No doubt Ibuki's cause of death being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no external injury, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. It was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. This rope will be much of a clue. Might as well search another place. Interesting. There's a drop of blood. Why is there blood on it? This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used. Why is there blood? It's not a blood stain.
See?
Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. It must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
Maybe afterwards, I don't know, the killer, like, slashed her throat or something. No, that wouldn't make sense. There wasn't a blood stain during it. There's a massive candle. Yeah, that was the light. It must be perfect lighting. They didn't need to bother using candles. They used normal stage lighting. So there must have been a reason. Maybe it would highlight their shadow. What's this? Hemp bag. There we go. Go get a hemp bag. Why does she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? I'm sure there's a Monomi decal in the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. Wasn't there some mention about that? Get out of the way, Chiaki. I mean, irrelevant. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Who did this? The cause of death was a slit throat. Neck looks like it stopped bleeding. Why is Hyoko's kimono like this? It's all disheveled and tied in the front. Did the killer do this? When did the killer kill Hyoko? I didn't see Hyoko's body here. In this case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the... No, not necessarily. Really possibly... No. But she could have been in the storage room. I don't have an alibi during that time.
Hey!
Oh, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now,
I don't
now.
wish to be in your way at all. There's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually,
Feel closely. There's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Don't tell me you want me to search inside there.
Huh?
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, what are her problems? She just lied, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yo!
Yo, what's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now
Let's
then.
see.
That's
She's tied up
weird.
so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yo!
Something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It's different than the keys to the cottage. This may be the key to her motel room. The key was
But
so deep inside of her kimono it'd be hard to remove. It's very unlikely the killer tampered with this evidence.
isn't
If
that
this is a
right?
trap, they would have put more. They would have put it more toward the front of the kimono. If you could believe it's something Hyoko had there all along.
Hey,
Also, like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Yoko's body, right? Of course. It's true, there's several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think the strangest is the way they
See?
wrapped her body around with duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on her neck. Hide the wound on her neck. I don't know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because duct tape acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anyone faint. What? Control panel. Control panel on the wing of the stage. Use it to raise and lower the bite. Use this to lower her body. Speaking of lighting, the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelit ambience. It doesn't look like this lighting was used at all. Why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason they inconvenienced them? I see, so you noticed too, Fiend. Huh? Notice? So you did notice! For those eyes, just little glass balls. Take a good look at the baton lighting overhead. Have you noticed that aberrant item? The baton lighting? You mean that? Something that looks like black paper. Stuck to the baton. That's the torn portion. So you finally noticed. I can't really see it from here. Should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it.
There is no need! Go,
my
Mirage,
four
Golden
dark
Hulk,
devas
Jumpy!
of destruction.
Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my four dark devas of destruction. He's so funny to voice. It's very entertaining. The hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up the baton lighting. Choo, choo. Sort of running on the stuck slip of paper. And then the paper fluttered downwards. Wow! Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow! Oh, that's amazing! I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my four dark devas of destruction. Hampers are merely their temporary form. So what's with that paper?
Fine.
Seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed to it.
That was close.
It appears as nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt there's some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that is too unnatural. Thermostat's turned way up. So looks like the music venue's AC unit. Might be able to adjust the hot air. Should mess around with it a little. It's running as a heater over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know it's so hot. They would be using Fahrenheit. It's Japan. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor over there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty? So you take a close look at the floor. Body was dragged, or someone was clawing. Is that bloodstained?
Yep.
Bloodstained is just strange.
But
What's
still.
strange is why did the killer try to hide it? If they're trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. If the body's nearby, there's no way to conceal the crime. So was the killer trying to hide that it wasn't there before? Weird. Maybe she was killed alive. Okay, let's check out the body. Wearing the hospital gown. What's on her feet? Blood. So Hiyoko must have been killed before. Or was it someone else?
damn
Hey,
right.
Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because the hemp bag, though. I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. No one knows about the video, though.
Like,
Means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
well,
It helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time, so I'm not really sure who died first. It's gotta be Hiyoko. I should know when Ibuki dies because I personally saw it. She's climbing. Maybe that's when the bloodstain happened. Wait, hold on. Ibuki climbed that step right and died right after. Think she committed suicide? That's impossible. It doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. It wasn't afterward. Get out. Thank you. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you
Right?
can explain it to me in detail, I think I'll be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You don't want to find out the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How
That's
mean.
not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I wouldn't even mind when I die.
Damn
That's
it.
the main reason why. I can't overlook the case this time. What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? That can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings.
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you. What are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Movie theater?
Something like this.
And once again, two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This
How
is the place
cruel.
where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun. I know those two are no longer here. I understand how you feel. Please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. It's all the more reason why we can't leave this alone. We
So
must do this
just as
then.
I
For the sake
thought.
of the two who have fallen. If only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. I didn't realize she was missing. After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. I should go check on everyone in the hospital's doing. One more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient's room, and noticed Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran to the hospital. You should totally ask Nagito about that. So Fuyuhiko in the front of the hospital. So I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. No, I doubt you because we've been together since this morning. You're right. That's right, we've been together before the Monokuma announcement. I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. It's alright if I continue with my autopsy. Stop! I'm still getting those. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's her. Pretty sure it's her. You still not feeling well? I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
I got that kind of weakness.
damn right.
Hajime, look at this.
Huh?
It's in front of the door. It's a drumstick, right? It looks like it's broken.
Like,
I think that might be a really big clue.
hey,
Someone, yeah, it was jammed. Okay. Interesting. But who could have locked it? There must be another exit.
I get it.
But who could have locked it?
Huh? Like, I get it.
Huh.
Damn it.
That's a really good point. That is a really good point.
I've listened to the whole
You two
story.
were discussing. Chiaki, that was kind of a cool entrance.
Well,
There's a broken drumstick. Also discovered something interesting.
see?
It's a weird glob where the doors touch. What is this?
Yep.
It looks like rubber, but... No. It smells like workshop chemicals. It's chewiness. It's a big glob now, it doesn't mean it's glob from the start. Tastes nasty. What? I did, How about it? Have you found anything out by now? It's been very inconclusive.
You got it
The
wrong!
thing is just too hot. Can't estimate the time of death. She's definitely behind it. There's no way. It's definitely her. She's giving herself a reason to not be able to investigate the body, and there's clearly some sort of reason she doesn't want Hyoko's, like a neck uncovered, and doesn't want to autopsy her. The killer's skull and cover up the time of death. It's gotta be her.
But
This is an imitation murder. This should be mistaken order than murders. Imitation murder?
Huh?
I thought everyone knew. It's a murder
See?
where killer uses creative work as an outline for their killings. How can an imitation murder be related? Well, based on the killing order and the way they're killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. The movie?
Good
The assumption is
instincts.
imitation murder is the reason the killer killed 2 people. It was an imitation killer. Even though, why'd they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
If it's really imitation from that movie, then is it possible one more person might have been killed? It's really
This
conceivable.
too must be the
killer
will
wishes
of
to complete the
causality.
imitation. Oh, hold on a sec. What are you talking about? He didn't watch the movie. Are you guys gonna worry? Are you guys worried that it's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things will get out of hand too fast. A bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fellow, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blacken can only kill a maximum of 2 people. I mean, you've added another rule. Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blacken would be able to secure an easy victory, right? Just new rules and learn that. Make sure you slam into your tiny brains. I was expecting you very strict about games. I want to consider this possibility. 2 cases occur at once. What happens if there are 2 killers? But with the possibility that Buku and Gyoko were killed by different people. 2 killers exist at the same time. We can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
The other person can certainly achieve victory.
Yeah.
You're right. What
See?
happens in that case?
Silent.
It's okay. I'll make extra sure nothing like that ever happens.
Hey.
Hey, 2 killers can't exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Alright, fine. That's right. Even though he had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of impressive.
Man.
Yep.
Fine.
The same killer cannot. Plus, the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people. It means a third victim would be impossible.
powerlessness.
Imitation murder breakthrough. What do you mean by imitation? Could it be? You haven't seen it? Seen what? Said that movie. When we first explored the island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. The imitation is, of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the merge this time, it closely resembles the movie as if they were copying it. See, Nagito mentioned something about that.
You.
It's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch the movie before the class trial.
You are right.
I think I should go to the hospital first. I feel like that is the most likely place that I can't remember her name. Makoto Mikan. I'm pretty convinced it's her. Like, I can't think of anyone else it would be. Okay. Without more proof, I mean. Here's this one. That was a bad yawn. It's just surveillance camera unit. As long as the music venue surveillance camera is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with. Hey,
Hajime.
Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Buki's body at the music venue, right? Why did you go to the music venue? Did you see something with this camera?
That's
I
right.
also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video on the surveillance camera unit. The music venue stage. There's a black curtain hanging like there is now. The whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There's a rope hanging from the ceiling. Beneath that, there was a step ladder. And right away, person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know it must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed her rope and... That's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark.
Man.
Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can show up even in the dark. What I got for the machine alley was a really old model. Oh, hold on.
Well?
The time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. You rushed over to the music venue. But didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed a step out on her own, that means she committed suicide, but it means she's our own killer? What do you think? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the step on her own, right? If so,
You.
there's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. Heading over there. I'd be overthinking, but she's a little upset. The paper on the bulletin board. Drinking in the hospital was forbidden. Just regarding patients who need to be accompanied. Overnight stays by non-patients are expressly forbidden. And further addition to Miken's, like, a really desperate attempt to give herself an alibi, is what I'd say. She was with Hajime, so she'd know when he would, like, go out, and then, I don't know what she did after that. But then Hajime did a thing, and then he left in a hurry, so maybe she could go in after him? Maybe? I don't know. Like, this is my theory. What? There's nothing else to this game besides talking to Mountain Dew. Referred that surveillance camera, right?
Hey.
Yeah, so I
hey.
can make any weird modifications. You try to get this in that shady looking alley.
Right.
Just tweaked it a little. There are other surveillance camera units. It's possible to transfer signal from the hospital to those cameras too?
Man.
It's impossible. Surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. These film or hospital camera could only be viewed on the hospital monitor. Okay, but if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras, so you guys would be able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. Unit being the same model, camera, and monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. What? Be viewed on the hospital monitor, but they swapped them, and so someone must have swapped them again. No. When you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Even though the surveillance camera exists to be impossible to broadcast with it. And swap the cameras and modify them to increase their range. You wouldn't have been able to use it otherwise. Can I check the model number or something? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed it on her own. Well, it went dark, so that doesn't necessarily mean she did it, but whatever. Hello.
Now then. All
How many
right.
recover? I'm good.
Hey,
I've never been sick
hey.
or hurt before, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. Huh. There weren't any gowns.
Yo.
That's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. No choice, and I should just use Nagito's. What happened to the gown you were wearing? You're saying I should wear the one I already wore?
Like,
Go back soon. Wait, what? Ooh. Okay. Interesting. More of that. Patient's room. So there's an open room, shouldn't be anyone inside. But there are 4 rooms, so there should be an extra, right? Why can't you go in any of the rooms, you would think? So this is the conference room. Okay, I'm gonna go in this room first, on-call room. I'm gonna check. Okay. A lot of other medical stuff here. Nothing in particular that catches my eye. Is it bed? No, it's not the time to rest. What's this? It's pitch black. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chucky, are you there? Now the light's gonna be fully exposed. To be embarrassing. What? Watch
Hey.
me. Look at your eyes. You can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna poke out my eyes. Bummer. Control fail. Whoa.
Hey,
Surprised? I don't get it. I got it. Got what? Because in this conference room, we decided to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so if you're careful about the light shining through, see a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light blocking curtain. That's why it's so dark. Is there something wrong with it? We'll investigate, so it's a secret. What's that all about? I
Nope.
just wanted to mess with you. What? Why would you move on? There's stuff to investigate. How? Are you that dim?
That's wrong. Yep. I think.
I'm so confused. Why are you like this? You're really annoying. It's a motel and movie theater. I never actually went in the motel, so I might want to do that. The other one's closer, so I'll do that. Why am I yawning so much?
Hello there.
Hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? Case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used the movie as the theme. I went, no, I haven't watched the movie yet.
I
I
see.
see it, and you should really watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey, manager, customer's here.
Did you call
Yes,
me?
did you call me? Huh?
What?
Hajime is the customer. Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna
You said you didn't
do?
want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. That's what Tsundere Hajime looks like. And you're a really tough guy. I don't know what Tsundere means. Should I Google that? Or would I be better off not knowing? But, you know, I'm gonna keep... You're so good at being Tsundere. You bought that Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million. Huh? Even $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing. In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it, Nagito? Show it to Nagito. Stop it. My resistance was the band of Monokuma reached in my pocket and took the sticker. See, it's this one. I'm sorry, I was born stupid. But this for $1.5 million? But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket. Okay, here you go. The Wizard of Monomi, 2.5D. What? So it's not like a movie, it's a platformer? Not a platformer, it's like a 3D graphics on a 2D background. Effective from this day to this date of time. Anyway, I can only give one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. No. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once. Then I'll go for the projection reel.
okay?
Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? No reason, just think of it as a protective charm. Okay. Check on my pet. It's doing good. Okay, I'm going to Google define tsundere. Okay. Tsundere is a Japanese term for a character development process that describes someone who's initially cold before growing warmer and friendlier. What? I have more questions than answers. Anyways, is there anything worth looking at here? Goods corner. It reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. This one, it looks like a tote bag of hemp. Oh, to get your items, an all-purpose bag used for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item, only one person can have it. Tote bag's gone, that means. Whoa there, were you interested in buying that tote bag? Well, that's just too bad, it's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to? Stupid, there's no ad fault for that. I would say something to reveal who the killer was. So the killer bought it. I remember you said there's only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. Like it's limited to one person. What's the difference? When you buy one bag, you get another for free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prices. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
Well now.
Well, then I should forget that a kerosene may have slipped the tongue. Most of the
Now
preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait.
Anything interested in these? I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that will move American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will begin screening shortly. I have bad feelings about this.
Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise.
I have it on auto. Are you gonna auto?
And was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh.
He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows.
So no one got pumped full of arrows, huh?
He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her.
Somehow. This flicker is way too bad. Like, the flickering is rough.
With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Sure.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Yeah, and movies are the best. That genre was so moving. It need 2 boxes of issues, 1 for each head. So then, let's meet again at the trash trial. Bye. What? I mean, it's gross. It's tasteless, but it's not like, that movie good, How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. No, I mean, there's definitely worse movies,
Well,
But it's a movie now, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who killed the movie match the victim in that case. The movie's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's spin body matches the lion's death too.
but
In a complete imitation, the killer killed 3 people, but it doesn't seem that was possible. Perhaps the killer's upset about that right now, or the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder. They should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. I wonder why it doesn't look like they upscaled Hajime's model for this walking bit. Maybe I mean, maybe like it would mess with the animations or something, and they didn't want to go completely reanimate the walking. That's my guess. I'm pretty sure this originated on PSP, right? It wasn't just like PSP and Vita, right? In Japan, I don't think it was anything else. I could be wrong. Okay, either way, I'm here. Just remembered, everyone inside of any of the rooms in the motel. I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster just to ask someone. Gundam would know. You're here, right? Come on out. Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you'd hide your presence like that? And hide in the first place. Which room is Hyoko staying in?
Listen.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whichever god you will dear. You might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. How does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? I don't know. Sounds like it'd be pretty entertaining to watch.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? The same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there's no body discovery announcement made. That's when I went to get you guys. I went out with Chiaki at this motel. We were about to go back to the music venue. We went with Mikan and me. When we went back to the music venue, the door wouldn't open.
I see.
It might not have been her then. That's what happened.
Hey.
The most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? It was Gundam. Buddy. Yeah! Gundam was here.
I see.
Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, and neither of those.
Like...
Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, at least those two are the most suspicious. In the morning, Monokuma announced woke me up, went straight to the hospital. Saw Mikan panicking in the front of the hospital, asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. You guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
Came to the motel and saw you guys there.
Well.
It's anyway unreasonable for you to doubt me. I Mikan and I were looking at Ibuki isn't very long. There's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape.
Huh?
You still doubt me?
Jeez.
I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. He doesn't know anything but Yakuza. Is there anything else interesting here? Absolutely not. Cues inside her kimono. If I use this, it opened just as I thought. This is Yoko's room key. Was she killed in her room? So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like a room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, hey, Sonya. The door open? Yeah, she put her key in her kimono, so I used that. I see. Something happened? No, it's just I'm trying to believe it might have been my fault. Whatever. It isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Oh, hey there. That was really sneaky. That's actually a really good placement.
No.
I haven't really been going out of my way to get those, but that was good. I like that. There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. I don't think anyone can use this. But Hyoko came to this motel. She completely shut herself in this room. She's afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However...
But her fear of disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. What other reason to make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps...
Kimono. She couldn't tie it. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at my time. I saw it. She didn't know how to. She didn't know how to do it. That was her whole thing. She couldn't do it. Yeah. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono.
You are right.
Yeah.
Perhaps...
She cannot forgive herself for not being able to do it. So what did you say? Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble
By
wearing...
chance?
Oh.
Are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Oh, okay. So I was...
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Indirectly got her killed, huh?
It cannot be.
Tell anyone about that? Was someone listening in? I told this to anyone. I don't believe anyone was listening in. Like, I don't know, Hyoko was going to the Music venue. Something's wrong. Maybe the killer was already in there. Alright, trial time.
Hello! How's
Mercifully
everybody doing?
short.
It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
That's new line.
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
One thing else that's very consistent, actually good about these games, Monokuma's voice actor. He's great. Or she. I honestly didn't tell who's doing Monokuma. No, not what I meant to do. I have no idea where Monokuma Rock is, so I'm going to walk slowly there. Artificially dragging this game out is mildly entertaining. That's the next one. Almost level 50. Halfway there. Oh, cool. Right, is that good? Where is this rock? What? I've been wandering for a while. Was I just supposed to go to the right? I mean... I must have gone the wrong direction. There it is. Weird. There it is. Okay. Here's everyone. Everyone who heard the announcement gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. Soon enough.
Welcome!
Is everyone here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, jerk. Hold it right there.
Monomy's
What? Don't
such
get in my
a
way. You're
dumb
so dumb little
child.
sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine. Monokuma,
hey.
what do you do with Nekomaru? I see, so you've come to avenge him. Avenge? It's like you died. Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru's unfortunately available today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
I gotta go first.
I won't
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey,
You already said? Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. Of course he's
damn
not
it!
dead.
well,
More importantly, it's just not worry of ourselves now. If something happens over here, everyone except Nekomaru will die. What are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Maybe we just look forward to see poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Let's go.
I'm gonna do
Alright,
it!
let's hurry up and get this guy over with. Yeah, you're right. And then they're like, oh, look at the staircase and all that. Something like that. No, I do not want to open this. Go. Here it comes. Roar. Your silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller? I'm so confused. What does that mean? My, feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. No, two people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him. Why
No,
bother?
no!
What? Now then, let's begin. Well, he had absolutely no, like, he genuinely could not be suspected, and he would just add confusion. It's like someone could vote for Nekomaru, and there's absolutely no reason, you know? He never really did any traditional dancing, huh? Oh, he said Among Us. He said the funny. Okay. Yes. Set skills. Oh, I hate this song. Okay. Now I save. This is where you save. Finish preparations.
Now then!
then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up.
Oh, sure,
and told
that's
me that Nagito
how
had
you
recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the
Sure,
hospital,
that's definitely
and
what you
after we
tried to do.
confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Yes, but try as you might, I could not have strung up Hiyoko.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Should have explained it to him. Okay. Make my argument. Hang on. I can. The ticket, right? How do I do this? Right? Because I never saw the movie, so I couldn't have imitated it.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
No.
means it probably is Hajime's fault.
How do I get it to speed up?
Hajime's testimony.
If then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault. Hajime's testimony.
If then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can... After all...
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously...
Did Hajime kill both...
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie...
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, you said the funny.
I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's
Probably already
possible.
dead.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Maybe there's a... No, I was gonna say maybe there's a... like a window behind the, behind the stage. I don't know.
If that's the case,
And the
the only
curtains there.
suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with
I'm still
Hajime at the
convinced it's
motel
Mikan.
right before that.
There's a lot of... There's not a lot. There's some evidence against that. But I think
And if
there's a
Akane
lot
and
that I
Nagito were
can
laid up in the
use
hospital,
against her at the very
the
least.
only person that...
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi.
It's not
You know,
him. He's not participating in the
Nekomaru.
trial.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
What's that? Okay.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Is that really it? I don't know. Is it? Probably gonna have to absorb something.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Oh, whoops.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I mean,
The
there's
killer
only
was
one
still
thing I
in. By
could
locking
absorb,
the door,
no?
they tried to keep us.
It seems they were
How did they lock the door? That door should not have.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer waited till we got and suddenly
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
the killer was still inside the music vent. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from...
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Maybe this?
How did they lock the door?
Missed.
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a
Missed
bolt
it.
to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still in... By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to...
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a.
The lock was on the floor in front of the...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can
What?
use that as a bolt
How am
to
I?
lock the door.
How? I cannot deal with this. Am I not doing the right thing to absorb them? How do I? System. Can I absorb? Target a weak spot. Hold down the triangle button. You can use that weak spot as temporary truth bullet. Is that?
By doing that, the killer who was waited till we get and suddenly
So they looked like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
the killer was still inside the... By locking the door from the
Well,
inside.
not necessarily, right? They had the glob thingy.
No, that's wrong.
Didn't that like lock the door? I think the drumstick was just a ploy.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
The drumstick could have been a hoax.
From the outside. How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Gum? Glue?
I see!
Okay.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that,
So this
a
person
glob of glue was left where
could
the
have
door
been
was stuck.
inside
Yep,
on the
it fits
storage room
perfectly.
with Hyoko's body and then gone out.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
Fair.
It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
It's really good thinking.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame.
Shut up.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
She's probably
Even
already
quick
dead.
work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable
That is
speed
such
for
a weird
slowpoke
comment.
like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hyoko's body was
Maybe
there too, right?
maybe the roll of like wallpaper was over the pillar at that time.
But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that
Revealed.
time.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper.
So a piece was
Is
accidentally
that
torn
what we
off
found in the
of the
baton
top.
lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Why do you need to... What is this? Hangman's Gambit. Display question. What was the ripped piece of paper stuck to the baton? What is this? What is this? How does this work? When letters of the same color collide, move the cursor, press X when you cut a letter, and it'll appear at the reticle's location. You fuse a letter. Maybe this. Oh, it wants me to spell wallpaper. Whoops. Nope. Go. There you go. I think that's the first one I haven't actually had to like look up because I was so confused by the Hangman's Gambits before.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough. But if you guys were exceptional enough...
Logic dive? Okay, what's this? What, huh? No. What is this? Maneuver from side to side, accelerate by pressing X, or press the blade and jump with... What? Yeah. What? What is this? What is this? This is so ridiculously stupid. What am I playing? Okay. There you go. And that's how my story ends. Oh, is this like a checkpoint? Question 1. Why did Hyoko's body suddenly appear that the crime was hidden? Obvious. The killer used the wallpaper. How'd the killer hide her body with the wallpaper that covered the pillar? Is that it? That was easy.
It's all coming together!
So weird. Such a weird minigame.
I got it! Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
Oh, that is a good detail. I didn't actually notice that.
Hyoko's body was already there.
It's weird.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
I would guess.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is
Oh, I'm gonna talk all light and innocent like it totally wasn't me who did it. It's definitely her.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
And she could run back to the hospital, and then you're like, oh, where's Ibuki? And then she could run and accidentally run into Fuyuhiko.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on
I
that
would say
note,
before.
it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, don't put my leg.
You're pretty noisy.
I don't eat my. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the
Oh,
first
so
place?
so the trial murder is going to be like that. That's honestly pretty disturbing. But that's how I'm guessing it's gonna go.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The killer imitated 2 victims in that movie to mix up the killing order,
I see!
right?
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
There's evidence to back that up too.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Best character.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Making my argument.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walk?
If her feet were, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there
What?
even any footprints at the crime?
Maybe her feet were, but she was like sitting. So instead, they're weak.
It doesn't even pierce my heart.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet.
I am telling you to.
Did you see her walk?
If her feet were, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There we go.
I agree with that.
No, that's right.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power
Oh.
of the evil eye!
He doesn't want to believe it, okay.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now.
I want to lose.
Better
Anyways, okay. Rebuttal showdown? How does this work? Whoa. Oh, no. No, I remember this. How does this work? Okay, I'm guessing it's this.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet
How
belonged to
does this work?
Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about... Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's
Am I
feet
doing
belonged
something
to...
wrong?
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh, is that how I do it?
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know.
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file,
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and...
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Mountain Dew literally contributes nothing to this game. It's actually hilarious, especially in the trials. All he's done that was even remotely useful was the PSP Go, and it took him 3 trials to get there.
Wait a sec.
He
There's
just like
something I wanna
comments on
run
things
by
and is
Monokuma
really annoying.
first.
Like he doesn't even like he's. I think everyone has at least contributed in some way here.
Again?
And like Akane even
Didn't
had a
something
moment.
like
She
this
was kind
happen
of
last time,
useless,
too?
but then she did her whole I took on Monokuma thing, and that was interesting.
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monomi.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I would love that.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really
Yes,
murdered.
she couldn't have been. She couldn't have been. You know why? Not only the bloodstain on the ladder, but also Monokuma said there couldn't be 2 killers. And even then, that would mean there would be 2 killers.
For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin
Also,
with.
she couldn't have lowered and hidden the thing.
She was afflicted by the despair disease.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been
Thank
able
you.
to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki,
She was
just if she waited until Hajime left.
She hanged herself.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
There's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place. But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music
The
venue. a
only
little
person
after
who we
Monokuma's
know
death.
was up was Mikon.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence!
That's my argument. What's my argument? I don't know. None of these? What are they, anyways? So the accounts. She went to the hospital. She met up with Fuyuhiko. They were only separated for a short time. So she could have gone and pulled down the thing, maybe. They were separated, though.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I
That's
think
not
everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel,
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own
No
cottage.
one knows that.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
What supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement? Person didn't have an
We can
alibi.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel is doing.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Huh? Like, what could that be?
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody
It's
has
free
an
to account
alibi,
for
then
that. Nobody has an alibi. So we need to prove that nobody has an alibi. He comes with Hajime. She went to the hospital checking everyone. She has an alibi.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
She has her account. That's not necessarily an alibi.
We
That's
can
what she
exclude the
says she
sick people.
did.
And what about the... Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my...
I think everyone...
So everyone who's... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed...
That's not an
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
There we go.
No,
Yes!
it's wrong.
Okay.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
No, she doesn't have an alibi.
You two have alibis?
Up
She has what
until I
she
saw
says
that
she did.
hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up to...
Hey, what kind of situation is...
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Yeah.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys
That's a
have
contradiction right
alibis.
there. Because she wasn't with me when the video happened.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like
No.
that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before
I'm still
and
convinced that she
during
did.
the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
What?
Hiya!
Stop it!
What a
Sure.
I'm Monami. Seriously, we were supposed... No!
Okay. I'm gonna pause right here, so real quick. I have some stuff to do. I'll be right back. Okay. Back. Gotta finish this game, man. Not this game, this trial. I'm not finishing this game today. I wouldn't even be able to finish it in a day, I'm sure. So the reason I'm falsifying the sequence.
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just... If that happened, the
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only
The
because of
rules that make them
Monokuma's
after that.
rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation,
Flickering.
the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Thank you.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say?
Whoops.
Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't
does
you
make
making
sense.
a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example,
Well, I got
why
that.
did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue.
However, this is getting quite interesting.
That's easy. What do you mean? Why do you have to go into the little spinny thing? You went. I guess it would be this, right?
Why did Hyuk go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the...
No, maybe she went of her own free will.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right?
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose!
Whoa.
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last
No!
Shut up!
What? This is so stupid. I guess this.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. That girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hyoko's room was locked.
The key was deep in...
It's more likely that Hyoko locked it.
The killer was the one who locked it. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the killer probably didn't realize she...
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer! That's the proof she was abducted, right? My gut is totally right after all!
What?
Hold on! Try remembering Hyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words! The reason Hyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hyoko with that information.
Someone rang our... Okay, I've got to go check it. Someone's at the door. Okay.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you...
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is... it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
Probably.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding?
No, wait a minute. Ibuki had blood on her feet. There'd be footprints all over the place.
That's strange. That's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints are still an important clue that we totally overlooked. Just she said she had blood on her feet. She would have footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints? Is this what he's thinking? Yeah.
I can prove it with this!
I was wondering about that myself.
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
Obviously leading us to this. That's why we brought up the topic. Definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I
ended.
see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video, hmm?
But that's something only Hajime would know.
Yeah, that's easy. Come on.
Hajime, as long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your...
Yeah, I'll def-
There's some hidden clue in the video. I should have seen something strange. It's easy. It's easy. No, that's not what I said.
Damn it!
I'm trying to click the ladder.
Here!
Thank you. That's what I was trying to click in the first place.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills!
What are you two talking about?
I get it. Gonna say conference room. What? What? Stop. 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 No! I hate... Where's the next G? Come on. Thank you. Alright, I have no idea. Location. That's what it wants you to say. I cannot stand this game. That's so annoying.
I got it!
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Swapped them? Oh, another one of these weird things. Well. What? Oh, yeah, I guess the camera wasn't at the scene, huh? Are you kidding? This is stupid. Is that... I think it's what it means. Okay, I misunderstood it. Great. Man, this game is so well designed. Absolutely no... What? I just fell through the floor. I love this game. This game is incredible. Absolutely flawless. It's a complete masterpiece with no issues whatsoever. Oh my god, I hate this game so much. I cannot. The camera from the music's venue. They took it with them. Is it actually Mikon? That would make sense. Because she could do that.
It's all coming together.
Yes, I might be right. I might be right. I might be alright. I think I was right.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easy.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
That's easy.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
It's pretty easy. Conference building inside the hospital. How do you not know this? How do you not know this? And I had to do this stupid minigame? I hate this. Where's the C? What? I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. It's horrible. Don't dare. Where is the... Come on. Where's the M? There we go. That was stupid annoying.
I got it! It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Curtain.
There's no way and the music venue look this.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Damn!
There's no way and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the, or did the music venue look like the conference
Let's
room?
win it. Got one.
That must be it! What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right!
Oh yeah?
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
Oh.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue. I see!
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
I've got to say, this has been the most logical trial in this game so far.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
Like, this is the only Danganronpa where I haven't had to, like... This is the only trial, recent, that I've played, which it has been a while since I played, but I hadn't had to, like literally stop and think, what kind of stupid answer do I have to use? I only had to do that once, and that's really nice. It's really nice, but that's still a bad thing, because the fact that I'm complaining of the game, I'm congratulating the game for not being stupid for once, means it was stupid before, and this is the halfway point in the trials if it does 6 again, so that's not good. That's not good.
The actual time of death must have been earlier, probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly...
How have you not pieced it together?
Then naturally, the killer's identity...
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying...
There's only one person it could be. Thank you. Where is she? I was correct.
You're the only one! Nikon, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone?
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Best character.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. In a tournament for social punching even how many times do I...
What do you...
Do you still believe...
Hey, Hajime!
Huh. Is she really capable of doing that? No.
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything...
What do you say?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all... Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than
Hey, what are you...
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This is...
Actually,
Please don't say such...
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big.
dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue.
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at the near the middle of the rope. But why is it like this? And the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial, just like this case's killer.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that?
And then...
Huh?
Huh? You did...
This is so stupid.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same. No, hanging and strangling seem simple. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean?
But we believed it was... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was—
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
No.
Ibuki didn't die from
What
hanging.
is this? Oh, this is so stupid. I was just complimenting the game. I was just complimenting the game, and I hate this game. This is so stupid. I can't stand this game.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the— No hanging and strength. The scars they leave would look different. Scars?
But we believed it was from a hang. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's
Guess so.
lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you— Obviously, we'd—
The Monokuma file, it never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same. No hanging and strength. The scars they leave would look— Scars?
But we believed it was from a— Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it! So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time. You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is—
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Oh, okay. Why would you assume that? Why does that matter? It's inconsequential. It does not matter.
You should have been able to tell the difference between
Shut up.
you, Meek.
Please. First of all, I'm not— That's why it's—
You were right.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in—
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little— Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean—
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only
I'm
thing
so
I can do is
confused. Why
back
is he
off.
being like this?
I guess. But is that really okay?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking,
I really— There's no—
Is that really true?
Stop it already!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either! Of course I don't want to do this! But I need to do this!
You doubt your friends?
That's not it! I suspect them because I want to believe them!
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think
Huh?
I do doubt her. 'Cause
Don't say deep stuff.
if you want to believe in someone, belief without
This
doubt—
is so stupid.
Fine.
This is so stupid.
again. You're all just a bunch of bullies, justifying your actions with fancy words. Everyone always treats... It's all her. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Whoa.
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
What?
But still,
What do you mean? Why? How are they this stupid? Why don't they just vote for her? It's so clear.
the truth is, that's why. We gotta stick with this until the Hey, Mikan. If you're not the killer, can you prove it?
Wait. Do you... Because treating me like a killer, that's totally crazy. Why does everybody always hate me?
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the...
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her... So, I'm going to leave this to you and...
Why do you get to... Please!
This is so stupid. This is so ridiculously stupid. I don't know.
I'm not the killer!
I don't think
We
any
can't think
these
of
are
anybody
relevant.
else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any... Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Whoa.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Camera angle?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's
Gotta be it.
mistake.
I knew it. There's nothing right about that.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have an... Is the hemp bag on her head is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different...
Is that really your... You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen
You don't need to
is
spell it
because
out.
This is your just reward. The more desperate you lied, didn't you?
Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Huh? I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean... You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing? Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her?
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did
That's
you know
easy.
that bag
Monokuma
is a
said.
limited item that was
Yes, I did. And guess what Monokuma said? You
Hajime
get two.
saw it too,
You get
didn't
two.
you? Whoopsie! Ta-da! So, using it's blatantly up. That's so you'll forgive
Why is my
me,
controller
right?
disconnected?
Taking your stubborn.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Mm-hmm. Great. I need to plug it in. Why? This is so stupid. Why is this a thing? Why? Why?
I'll keep explaining it until
This is so dumb.
Will you forgive me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end!
That's so stupid. Why? There didn't need to be any more mechanics to this stupid.
Monokuma
Rhythm
mentioned this
game.
earlier.
It's even worse because my headphone audio is a couple seconds behind because I'm running it through a capture card, and that's how I'm getting the audio. And so I can't sync it based on the audio, so I can't actually time it right unless I already had it going.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me?
It seems her desperate struggle is.
Why don't you just vote on her already?
Nikon,
Stop making a show out of
after
it.
I go over your crime, please, just admit it already. In the end, at least...
Why? Ugh. This is so annoying. How is that not it? That's actually it? I didn't realize. What else? So stupid. How is that it? Why do you need that? This is it.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue.
This trial was alright. It just, you know, it was good, and then it kept trying to drag itself out, and for some reason they had to get her to admit it. Like, it was clear about, let's say, 20 minutes ago maybe, that she did it, and it just kept dragging the trial out. It did not need to be this long.
That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance, and then they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa!
a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
Chicken Little?
This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Case closed. Cleared across town without... Really? Weird. I'm surprised I never did that before. I would say this trial was easier than some of the other ones I've done, though. So I'll give it that.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Alright. It's done.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identifying the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn
You
it.
gotta be kidding me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them? Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them and start while you were nursing them?
Hey! What's going on? Hey,
She's acting
hey!
like Peiko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's
There's
obvious.
nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mika and Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have got it too. She probably had the despair disease, which is the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say? I
I
knew because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one who's taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? That must have been a high fever.
It cannot be.
So because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms she must have felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? Is that why he's taking so much offense? Because he's the ultimate hope? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. No, the ultimate despair was Junko something or the other. I can't remember her name. And there can only be one ultimate. Killing someone for the sake of despair and so for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. Whoa.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value.
There's not someone here.
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's
what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. You know, I say this. I'm sure nobody here would understand, but that was a wonderful thing. Nice feeling freedom when you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil. I'm just out looking through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love, only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really despair disease you were talking about?
this
Seems
is...
that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say this is thanks to all that disease. Because thanks to the disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that was my symptom. Oh, what a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But
But that means she remembered something and ended up like this. You say you were like this from the
despair.
start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. The person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everyone's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current existence was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. It's also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and it still accepts me. That's the key difference between you and all of my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Who are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Do you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. Oh, you still doubt me. And to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. About that world end organization you were worrying about.
You serious?
I remember, that's all. I knew about it all along, how horrifying that organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. The symbol in the ancient ruins door was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. They're trying to claim the world for themselves.
this is bad.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi? What? I knew it! Monomi and Monokuma, they're both members of the crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey,
Don't laugh. You already know. You already know the identity of the true traitor hiding among the funny. Of course I know that. See, the Future Foundation that lacking is hiding among you is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
of course not.
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? Drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
And who was the person we've spent so much time until now? The past. That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend? That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
Well,
That applies to all you as well. Memories of people, events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are
do you
like losing your own
understand?
identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person. Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to the story. The story about our stolen school lives.
hey, hey! Damn it!
Oh?
Yes,
Punishment time?
indeed. Now then,
So it's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who
Wonder who that
always
is.
forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What? What even? What? What even? What? I don't care. I'm just confused
Let
what
me
that
ask.
was.
Damn it. But... Isn't that right?
Please wait!
Damn it!
Come on! Hmm?
You fiend.
Phew! Hey! Hey! Hey!
The first island speech? Oh, need I?
Huh?
Hey!
So just as I thought. However...
Fine. Silence.
Right?
All right!
Uh-oh. Unbelievable. Hey!
There's something wrong with him.
No way! What's this?
Oh, he's gonna be like a android or something stupid. Like half human.
All right.
Do I actually have to run, or is it just gonna go? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey!
Listen!
Bum, bum,
Hey,
bum.
hey! Damn it!
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too?
What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? This is nothing!
What?
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
What?
Danganronpa.
Lovely. Okay. I'm gonna stop here. That was rough. I don't know. I'm mixed. It wasn't horrible. The most of the trial was actually good. It was better than I expected, but the end, especially like it just dragged out and it was really dull, and I did not care. That was rough. But for the most part, the actual murder and the investigation and the most of the trial was solid. I think it's the best one so far. Not the best murder. The best murder was the first one, but the best like trial. Yep, that's all I've